Hi everybody, it's VA Carn Studios and well, today I think I'm gonna read a fan fiction called Regret and Forgiveness. It's a My Little Pony Friendship is Magic fan fiction, and this is Christian fan fiction. And for those of you who are Christian, then you might understand what I'm talking about. And it's clearly about when it took place after Twilight's Kingdom when Discord was guilty for trusting T-Rex. For those of you who saw that final episode, you know what I'm talking about. And I'm gonna read it because I think people should forgive themselves even though you've done something really bad. And yeah, I'll read it now. The celebration of T-Rex defeat was now drawing to a close. The sun was setting, and the moonlight was beginning to cover every part of Equestria. Every pony was beginning to set off towards home, tired yet extremely happy and grateful that they were free from T-Rex training or something like that. Okay, anyway, Fluttershy had opportunity to leave a bit early, concerning her animals which, in the chaos of the day, hadn't been fed. She slowly walked out of Twilight's new castle. Twilight's new castle she turned and gave the castle a good look. It glittered in the pale moonlight. Fluttershy smiled, a small happy sigh. Twilight deserved this castle 100%. She turned and began walking towards home. Suddenly, a white flash lit up the night, and the familiar sound of magic filled her ears. She looked up to see Discord standing in front of her, giving her an uncertain look. "Oh, hello, Discord." Discord frowned, avoiding her gaze. I've come to walk you home, Fluttershy. I want to make sure that you get home safely. I just couldn't let you walk there by yourself," he said in a quiet, meek voice. Fluttershy opened her mouth to remind him that she only lived across Ponyville, but the expression on his meek face inside made her stop. She only nodded up to him and began walking forward down the path in her slow gait. Discord lowered himself for all fours and began walking close beside her. His tail was down, dragging the ground, and his head was bowed down low. The two of them walked together for a while without saying anything. The soft chirping of crickets was only the sound in the gentle night. Fluttershy heard the Dragonquest sigh deeply. She turned a little look on his face. He slowly met her gaze with tearful eyes. Again, you prove your friendship and kindness to me. You have shown me nothing but kindness," he said. He bit his lip, his ears dropping. "But all I ever seem to do this and with that, and oh, Fluttershy, how can you still call me a friend? After what I did, how can you forgive me for that?" Discord suddenly broke into deep swells that began to rack his whole body, and his shaky legs gave way, leaving him on the ground. He placed two mismatched arms all over her as he sobbed. How can you, Fluttershy? How?" he choked. Fluttershy's eyes widened, and she immediately stepped forward, easing herself under his neck, and rubbing her muzzle comfortably against his chest. "Oh, Discord," she murmured. She stayed there and waited for him to regain again, and eventually the silence soon melting into quiet sniffles. "T-Rex tricked you, Discord. It's not your fault," Fluttershy told him in a stern yet gentle voice. "Don't blame yourself for what happened. It could happen to any of us." "No, it couldn't have, and you know that," Discord explained. "You would have never done something so horrible. Your pony friends wouldn't have either. None of you would have ever listened to T-Rex." The sobs returned once more, and tears streaming freely down in the Dragon's face. I don't think you can ever forgive myself for what I did to you," he choked. "For what I did to you, to Twilight, to Pinkie, to every pony." Fluttershy raised her hoof and quietly stroked his neck as he continued on. I could have stopped T-Rex so easily, but I didn't. I was utterly selfish, a complete monster. I knew I was doing wrong, so utterly and completely wrong. Discord whimpered. Why didn't I stop when I could have, instead of risking all of your lives? His eyes were wide as he stared into hers, and full of fear and regret. T-Rex could kill Twilight in that battle. He could have killed Tia, kill Luna, kill you, kill... But he didn't, Discord. We're all okay now. Every pony is okay now. T-Rex is back to the treacherous where he belongs, Fluttershy assured him. That's not the point, though. The point is that I was just an early, selfish, horrible creature who could have saved every single Pori, single Clawly before the situation got critical, but didn't, and that you were the most wonderful pony who ever existed, ever. Fluttershy grabbed his muzzle and gently pulled him close to her so she could directly into his eyes. You can't change the bad, Discord. You have to forgive yourself, and remember, you're still only learning about friendship. Every pony makes mistakes. Please forgive yourself for what happened, because I forgive you. Twilight forgives you. Princess Celestia forgives you. No pony thinks you are as terrible as you think. You are right. You are right now. All right now. You're only saying that you're respectful kindness after all. Of course, you're saying things that smooth my feelings. Maybe I do respect kindness, but kindness or not, I'm saying those things from my heart. You learn from this experience, Discord, and nothing can ever take that lesson away from you. You're stronger now, and you know more about friendship than you ever have. No one will ever be able to trick you again if you remember that, Fluttershy said sternly. Discord was quiet, looking into her eyes, still looking utterly regretful and resentful towards himself. And you're still wondering why I can't forgive you. Well, Fluttershy smiling essentially, I forgive you because I've been forgiven. Discord. I learned when I was a failure that there was someone who could forgive me no matter what. Someone who can instantly forgive me for anything. I should seek that forgiveness, who could ever instantly wipe those sins away and take them away forever. Discord blinked, giving her a look that was half confused and half surprised. You sin? How could you ever do anything like that? I did. How could you take a pony's sins away forever? No pony is perfect, Discord. Every pony has sin. I have plenty of times, but he's forgiven me every single time, and he'll never stop forgiving me. Fluttershy explained, if you ask his forgiveness, you can be free from the things that you've done in the past. They will be forever wiped away. But you're easy to forgive, Fluttershy. You're so kind and beautiful and full of friendship and love, and just look at me, I'm your polar opposite, the one you're talking about. He could never forgive me for what I did to every pony. He can, and he will, if you ask him. No one can do anything that is too terrible to be forgiven, Fluttershy said in a voice that was far more self-assured and more assertive than she usually has. She gave him a kind, wide smile that found her in her place on the path again in front of him. Let's finish walking home, and I will reduce to him. Discord gave her a confused look, but followed her as she started her in a slow gait. He's at your cottage? Fluttershy turned and gave him a small chuckle. You'll see soon enough, Discord. Well, that's the story, and no matter what you did, God will always love you no matter what you do. Even though you've done something really bad, He will always forgive you. And people should know that. Instead of doing something that is suicide, I forgot his name. I think it was Judas. He hung himself because he did something bad. I kind of feel bad for him, but even though you've done something horrible, really like that, He will still forgive you and He'll love you no matter what. People should do that. Should know that. Well, That's the story. Bye!